October, we decided with my colleagues to make a project according to the community food program. This program was based by Marriott Hotels chain, and it was dedicated to solve different social, environmental, educational problems of society, and to help children, to help poor families, and so on. And this time, I decided, as I'm working in the culinary department, I decided to make a project that consisted from 3 parts. And the purpose of this project was to aware children from the 5th class about how hotel works, because once we got a letter from the 71st school from the very curious mother, and I really respect this mother because she was very persistent to make an excursion. I want to make an excursion in your 5-star hotel. Please make it for our children. Okay, because usually we don't do this for every school, but for her we decided to make a different solution. And we decided to motivate children to eat healthy food and to teach them how to cook food on their own. And in order to implement this project, I got different resources. So it was the presentation, it was food from our hotel banquet. I reserved the conference hall, and I organized with our event manager how to set up the chairs and how to set up tables. And the budget overall was 96,000 tenge. So, and it had 3 main parts. First of all, it was excursion around the hotel. Then it was the presentation about healthy eating. The presentation, together with presentation, I asked our manager to perform on the stage, and we had a master class. Please. So I had to do some documentation during this project. First of all, in order to book the conference hall, I had to find the in-house request form and to send it to our sales and manager department. What kind of room do we need? We needed 28 people and 2 parents. Where should we put our chairs? Where should we put tables? Where should we put food, and so on? Then I called to our front desk, to concierge, and I asked Жанна, she was a front desk manager, to help me to make an excursion for children. And then I talked with the main manager of food and beverage department. His name is Eugene Delugo, who could motivate somehow children to work in the hotel in the future, to work in this hotel industry. And I had to make negotiations with our culinary department, because it is not so easy to motivate people to prepare something for free. You had to explain them, why do we need it, why do we have to spend our budget for these goals, why do we have to spend their time for it, and what we had at the end. So please, next slide. So next, please. I prepared this secure information poster for all our workers to aware them that on the 18th of October we have an excursion in healthy eating masterclass. So all employees were aware of it. During 2 weeks this information was going around the hotel. So next slide, please. So there was 28 people, and she was very persistent mother that I really respect. So, and I wish I were the same, and if I had children, I would do the same for my children, I think, because this woman made excursion not only here in the hotel, but also in the space the Ministry of Space, they had a special meeting. They had a special excursion in Kazmedia, and she wants to do even more. So, as for our children, first of all, we asked them, talked with this mother, and we decided to meet at 9 o'clock in our hotel. On the second floor, we helped them to take off their clothes, and Жанна helped me to make an excursion around the hotel, including, please. So we were running, and they were so happy when they saw the faces. They saw standard rooms, they saw suite rooms, and even president room that cost 3.5 million tenge per night. And they were visualizing this, it was like implementing a children's dream. They were laying on the pillows and say, oh, I want to have such life, like it's so nice. Like, and they were seeing their face was the most memorable thing for me. And one girl even approached to me and said, dear Dina, sorry, we are screaming so much like crazy. It's so cool here. And she was so happy. Next slide, please. After finishing the excursion around the hotel, we went to the conference room, and I presented them the healthy eating presentation. It consisted from the 4 parts. It's drinking water, eating protein, eating vegetables, fruits, some basic things, when to wash your hands, how many times per day you have to eat. And here is our experienced manager of food and beverage department, Eugene. He worked in 6 different countries in Marriott Hotel, and he started his career from being a waiter. And he said, children, please know that you cannot occupy a high position just at once that you want. You have to go through a particular path to if you want to make your career, you do it slowly. And he motivates them to work. Thank you. And next, please. After we almost finished the presentation, it was started smelling of, they felt the flavor of food. They didn't listen to me almost, and they ran to food. So you can see here our marvelous banquet kitchen team prepared very nice ingredients, and our children made sandwiches with guacamole. I also tried it. Do you know what is guacamole?
Mexican.
Yes, it's Mexican sauce. Yes, I didn't try before. It was very nice for me. It was something new. That was the only thing I tried here because they were very hungry. Children managed to prepare the sandwiches themselves using, as you see, tomatoes, cucumbers, and other ingredients. And I think this is the good example of teaching for teachers as well, because it's not only when you see some presentation, yes, sitting in the class, but when you come and you can do the to try, when you see on your own, when you can smell, this memories will stay longer to them. So this is the apartments of President room in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. You can see, and these are happy faces of our children. And the next slide. And this is the flip chart where they left the feedbacks. And one of them was, thank you very much. I like waterpool restaurant, the presidential room. Hope to work here in the future. Or, thank you very much. I like jacuzzi, food, waterpool. I will come here again. So these were very memorable feedbacks from our children, and I hope that these children will come again here soon. Thank you for coming.